Hey, what's going on? This is Justice Severin from the original chapters. Today we are talking about creating those no-brainer offers, all right? Really our official bestseller offers, and really how we're gonna make sure when you get the right prospect in front of you, you have something that can sweep them off their feet when you get that happening, all right? So go ahead. This is a live stream we did right inside of our free Facebook group, Original Chapters Marketing. But right now, at the very least, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and we get you locked into all our future content, all right? But let's get right to it today. We're diving deep into, out of the three pillars, this really kind of touches on, honestly, multiple. Like, I see this really touching the supreme content guide on that end, but even beyond that, really touching on the simplified conversion formula too, right? Really kind of just getting you to open up, because to me, the offer itself is so crucial. But a lot of the times it's what happens before the offer even gets made, right? Before you even present the offer to somebody, that hits that sweet spot right there. So I want to go ahead and make sure we give you guys the good stuff here today to really get into it. So I can already see people popping up here. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me know down in the comments if you're ready to get moving. I want to go ahead and, like I said, just get straight to it. I get impatient. I want to make sure you guys are ready to go here. Hit those likes and love. Let me know in the comments if you guys are ready here. I want to dive right into it today and make sure we get straight to the source. And of course, I want to really make sure we open up time for Q&As as well. Give you guys the opportunity for me to go ahead and look at your offer. I'll go ahead and make sure, even if you drop questions throughout, I'll make sure to jump right back and get, scroll up there, get you answers on those, and give you any kind of advice you need on creating those killer offers on your side, okay? So I'm waiting here in the comments. I see, we got my man Manny here. Great to see you. He's ready to rock. I love it. There we go. Mark said, still on the fence with my offer. Paul, come on now. Let's go ahead and dive into this stuff here today then. Say no more. It looks like we're good to go on this side, so I'm thinking, come on. I told you I'm impatient. I want to get to it. So, all right, so say no more. I'm closing this out. Let's get right to it here today. So first and foremost, really, I want to talk about quickly the piece that happens before, right? When to present offers, right? This is a big piece as well that a lot of people, it may not even be an offer issue, right? Sometimes we come down to the case where in reality, we have a great offer. We have a great offer, can help people. People will like it when they see it. But the problem is, when do you go ahead and actually present that offer? Because a lot of the times, if you think about it, you go ahead and you're talking to a great lead. I even mentioned this in the message here earlier today, in the post earlier, because it's such a situation that seems to happen over and over again. And if not over and over again, it seems familiar, right? Because I talk all the time too, offers can be greater than just a monetary offer, right? Offers that go deeper than just you have maybe your core high ticket coaching program you're offering, your core high ticket offer, whatever it is it may be, and whatever niche it is. You think of that as your core offer. That is the only offer you want to craft. That's the only offer you want to put energy into. In reality, there are so many other offers here that really are happening on a micro level that are building up and leading to you having a successful high ticket offer really close out in the back end there, right? So once again, I bring back the question here. When do you want to present these offers? So what I want to tell you right now is when you present these offers, a lot of the times it should be, I want to say in reality, depending on the price level, if it's a higher ticket, you really need to lean in with what I'm about to say. If it's a lower ticket, you can get away with this a bit more. And by lower ticket, I mean something from $100 and less, right? Maybe a couple $100. Once you get about $500 and above, you really need to dial in more on this side of things here. So with the low ticket side, you can really go ahead and just present an offer. I'm not going to say whenever, but really you can present it to a colder lead and still have a higher chance of buying. If you want to go ahead now and really have success with your higher ticket offers, you have to build up that rapport. You have to build up that relationship. I don't even want to say the word rapport. Relationship. That's really what has to be dialed in. And there's ways that you can quickly build up that relationship instead of feeling like you have to wait months and months and months on end for somebody to feel like they're ready to jump in with you. Right? Because really, relationship comes off of, I tell people all the time, my clients, at the end of the day, people want to work with somebody who is an expert, who's sharp as a tack, right? And someone who's enthusiastic, right? This is who people want to work with. So at the end of the day, that can happen quickly if you design your process to work that way, right? That's what I want to really get you to hammer on here before we even start talking about what levers you need to pull in your offer. Let's talk about really how can we go ahead and make sure that our process is designed to wow people before they even see the offer, right? Because when you do that, I always talk about it. It's the little things here that just continue to improve your closing process, improve your closing percentage. That's what we're working for. You're never going to have a 100% closing rate, but at the end of the day, what can you do to increase those chances? I want to make it so that by the time I present somebody with an offer, they're already bought into my world, right? They already have experienced to a certain degree what I can do to help them, right? Even without me making any kind of an offer. And so that's what I want you to think about. This doesn't have to be done on a grand scale where you need to have 50 Facebook Lives in your archives. You don't need a whole website breaking down everything you do. It can be a lot simpler than that. And even especially as we do it on Facebook, I recommend you bring it a lot simpler in the beginning, and you can continue to stack up that value on the back end over time, right? I promise you right now, this is really something that is so crucial because you want to, especially when you just think about your day-to-day content, right? How many people out there right now are operating on a social media platform at the moment? Let me know in the comments. Especially, I'm big myself on Facebook. Let me know if you're on Facebook doing it heavily. Let me know if you're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or Pinterest. Let me know in the comments where you guys are really focused on promoting right now, because I want to really kind of go ahead and highlight that. Because at the end of the day, wherever you're sitting and really planting those seeds, this is going to be so crucial to really getting that success rate up for your offer based on what they see before you even present it, right? Because a lot of the times too, you think about that first impression, right? For myself, a lot of the times I'm really diving in heavily on understanding what they want before the fact and understanding how I can help them, but I'm diving heavily on Messenger, right? When I say Messenger, any kind of a one-to-one DM situation, some kind of a direct conversation. So with that being said, how does your platform look? How does your face look? How does that first impression look? Now, because you might think of in a regular conversation offline, you're diving in and really that first impression is face to face, right? It's maybe the first words out your mouth, you might think. But in this online space, it's what happens before you actually get into that one-on-one interaction, right? And even when you do get into that one-on-one interaction where maybe you're going back and forth in some kind of a messaging setup there, what happens now, right? Maybe it starts off super surface level. And I don't like surface level. A lot of you probably know that. I want to get right to the point here as always. But conversations a lot of times may start off surface level naturally. But that first impression a lot of the time comes based off of your home base. Your home base being that Facebook group, that Facebook profile, that Instagram profile, that TikTok account, whatever it is that they're pulling them in on, that is that first impression right there. Before they even have a conversation with you, you want that to be dialed in, okay? I'm seeing people right now. Looks like we got some people promoting Facebook. You guys know I love the Facebook side, so I'm glad to see that here. I see some Instagram too. Perfect. So really great spots really beyond when you want to dial it in with your offers on this end. So that's I really want to go ahead and make that known before we dive into this, because really these are things that are going to make that offer smash that much more. Really, it's going to give that perceived value, which we're going to talk about later. It's going to give it an elevation. And that's really what we want, as much elevation as we can by the time we actually present that offer. Because now, I'll give you a perfect example right here. Let's just say somebody like hopefully a lot of you know Russell Brunson. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, right? Russell Brunson, big time marketer, right? So for him, if he puts an offer out, there's already so much perceived value because of his branding, right? And for us, we have to start believing that our profiles on whatever platform it is the brand. And we have to build that up so that now the brand is selling before we even get a chance to, right? This can be such a powerful piece there. So once again, when I bring up when to present offers, I want to really make sure that you resonate with this side on bring up the offers after this has been established, right? This is when, and you can, I'll be honest too, I sometimes tell people, get out there, get your feet wet, get the ball rolling earlier just to start sharpening those skills. But in reality, you're going to start to see 10x the success when you really start to dial in on that piece. Let me know in the comments right now. That makes sense right there. I want to make sure we're on the same page. Drop a whatever for me in the comments there. I think that is really a key piece beforehand. And then once we get to that piece, now we're starting to segue deeper, right? Where maybe we're getting into a conversation. And in reality as well, let's even take a step back further, right? Let's take a slight step back further here. To me, you have two options when it comes down to presenting offers. You have option number one, one-on-one, right? You're talking to somebody maybe on a sales call, in a messenger conversation, in some sort of a one-on-one functionality. And then number two, you've got the option of one-to-many, right? Making offers one-to-many there, where really there's no one-on-one interaction on that side, and you're diving in heavily there. For me, I really love the first piece, the former. Focusing on that one-to-one, but the one-to-many is really an incredible skill to break down as well there, right? To start to really understand and master that so that now you have the power of both. I always talk about this too. Having the side of cold leads and warm leads in your business can be extremely powerful. So leveraging both can be amazing for your business and to help give you that longevity and the success you're looking for there. So I really want to go ahead and make sure that we at least are aware of our options here too when we do go about presenting offers, because it's a little different when you're doing the one-to-many side. If I was you, I want you to really buckle down with your focus on high ticket, focusing on the one-to-one. Really creating that intimate, that personal setting that's going to help you out on that side there, right? Hit that like and the love button if you're following along here too. I'm seeing we got the thumbs up from Mark. Tracy, I love it. Tracy, great to see you in the building right now. It says you always make sense. Breaking it down like a boss, so much value. I want to really make sure we're hitting you guys over the head with the good stuff. If you agree with Tracy doll, let me know or hit that like and love button there. So really with the presenting the offer side, now that we got that down, let's think about now, I want to just walk you through that path today, right? I want to walk you through that path to how we can give you those successful offers and have you hitting them out the park. So like I said, we established the brand and how this has to happen and how this has to be elevated beforehand. So now once we get that established, how are we going to actually present the offer and what situation, not how we're going to present it, but in what situation are we going to present it? And that's one-to-one or one-to-many. Like I said, if you're focused on the high ticket space, you need to have that one-to-one process dialed in. This is going to be crucial for you to getting that success there. Okay, so I can see the likes coming through, so I know you guys are following along. Perfect. All right, so now with that being said, you're getting to the point. This is a big one here. I did a whole trilogy 2-day boot camp, and a big part of it was honestly about what I'm about to tell you right here. There's something you have to be aware of when it comes to actually presenting offers, and that is, like I said, is the when to present it. The more specific of when, because since we kind of already talked about when to present it, presenting your offer a little bit, this is now really when to place that. When you place the offer there, when you serve it up on a platter. That's like, I want you to envision like this, right? Like when is the best time for the server to deliver your food, right? When's the best time for the server to come and ask you if you need anything else with your meal? When's the best time for them to do whatever, right? Because there's plenty of times that you've been sitting at a restaurant and a server comes up and you're just like, can't you see me and the missus we're in a deep conversation. Maybe we're fighting right now. Why are you coming over and asking about if we need refills in our drinks or if we need something? Like that's not what we need right now. Read the room, read between the lines. And that's what I want to highlight for you right now. Read between the lines also when it comes down to the one-on-one side. This is really specific to the one-on-one sequence as we're mentioning earlier, or situation there. Read the room. I tell you this right now, and this is why I'm sometimes okay with people just getting out there and really just letting offers fly, just getting their feet wet. Because in reality, the faster you can kind of get into those situations, the faster you're going to be able to learn how to read the room, right? A server who's just starting off probably can't read the room as well as somebody who's doing it for 10 years. They know when they should be there. They know when they shouldn't. They know when to be invisible. They know when their presence is needed. Think about it the same way when it comes to presenting your offers. Understand when to lean out, right? There's a popular sales phrase out there. When in doubt, lean out, right? You should be able to read the room and understand when is a good time during the conversation to actually execute that offer. Execute and really hit that. That's the way that I teach is kind of the execute stage of a conversation, right? That execute stage can come on many different levels, can come through many different forms. Like I mentioned, your execute doesn't just have to be a monetary offer, right? There's so many other things that you can offer somebody that has no monetary value to it, right? If maybe you want to offer somebody to join into your group, offer somebody to follow you on your TikTok account when you're talking to them on Instagram, right? Any kind of an execute, you want to read the room on when you go ahead and perform that, right? This is gonna make a night and day difference between it. Because just think about it as well. So it happened to so many of us probably right now listening. You're sitting there in a conversation with somebody. The first thing they say is, "Hey, hello, how's it going?" You say, "Oh, I'm doing great. How about yourself?" And then they throw a link at you. They didn't read the room, right? They walked in the room and they just threw something. And 1 out of 50 times that might stick. But that's not what we're shooting for here, right? Today we're talking about how can we increase those closing percentages on the strategy behind presenting these offers, right? So that's what I want to go ahead and make sure you understand on that piece there. So reading the room and understanding, and really a big way to understand whether to know when it's a good time is to qualify. right? If you're not qualifying in your conversations, you are going to be dropping the ball heavily on that side there and just really decreasing your chances on knowing whether it's a good fit. Because at the end of the day too, it's immoral to really sell someone something that's not going to be a good fit for them, especially if you are certain that way that that's the case. And how can we know whether or not it's a good fit for them if we haven't qualified them? If we haven't asked some necessary questions that really dig deep into where they are and whether or not what we have is something that can help them, or whether or not we are someone that can help them ourselves, right? So really, I want you to think about it from that side as well, because that's really just a good way to go about it. We can understand how to pre-qualify, ask questions, dig deep, and then it's going to be so much easier to see that gap of when is the right time. When's the right time for me to put in the check, for me to give them their check? When's the right time for me to give them and ask them if they need refills, right? The better you can get at that, at reading the room, reading between the lines, that's really the powerful piece. And that's really, even the boot camp, this is not me selling the boot camp by any means right now. I'm just bringing it up because that's really how I even described it there. It's reading between the lines, right? Reading between the lines, that's going to be so powerful there, okay? Let me know right now if you guys are getting some value from this and this is all making sense too. I'm seeing Trey saying best way to learn is on the playing field, not on the benches. Exactly. Hit it on the head. That's great to see you here today, Tracy. This is a powerful piece here, right? And that's exactly kind of why I say I want to get people in the dirt, in the fields, right? Just like Tracy's saying there, as fast as possible, because that's going to allow you to just make mistakes, right? Fail fast so you can grow faster. Fail fast, you can grow faster, right? I say it all the time. You got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. There's no way around that if you want to grow in your online business, and it makes no difference. That phrase is not less true when it comes to creating offers, right? I really want you to understand that fail fast. And I even talk about stealth launches, a way that I teach making offers there too. So these are powerful pieces there. So I really want to make sure that that's hitting home for you guys right now. So now as you have that dialed in, you understand when to present the offer. When's the right time? When's the best time to offer? Bring the check to the table, right? Once you understand that, now let's talk about the actual offer itself. And right here today too, obviously I can go in and talk about different ways that we can really present offers, not present offers, but different types of offers. Because what I really want you guys to think about today too is this is not just monetary offers here, right? We're not only talking about monetary offers. There's so many other ways that we can execute in a conversation. I want you to be aware of that before, because right now I'm going to move off of that and get into the thick of it, right? Get into the thick of it there, right? But I want you to understand too that there's a variety of ways to present offers though, okay? Comment offers in the comment if you're following along right now. I want to make sure this is hitting home. Comment offers, hit the like button. Let's make sure that we're all on the same page right here. There's a multitude of offers here that we can present people. But today, especially not even today, I want to just highlight that today actually, but moving forward, I want you to understand how to go ahead and make killer offers that are for your attached high ticket value to it, right? That now have price tags on them. Because I know you're here right now and you're thinking, how the heck do I make better offers with price tags? That's what really, right? This is where the bread and butter is. This is how you're paying your bills. This is how I quit my full-time job to switch online. Like, you have to have great offers. But I want to make sure you're aware of all the steps that come before that, right? So I'm seeing people flying the offers through in the comments right now. That's what I want to see. I love to see you guys, and this is all hitting up right now, right? So I see Sean say, listen up, he's the real deal. My man Sean with the winky face. I love it. Come on now here. I want to give you guys that heat, and I'm glad that I'm seeing a bunch of offers roll through. So I know we're on the same page right now. Let's keep this party rocking, okay? So now that we got this dialed in, right? We talked about it. I'm seeing, if you jumped in a little later, totally fine. You can see some of the prerequisites here that we talked about to really make an offer smash, right? So, but once again, let's move past that because I want to get into the meat and potatoes, right? The whatever insert analogy you want to throw right there. I want to talk to you now about what are the best pieces that make an amazing offer. Point blank period, right? Let's talk about the best pieces of an amazing offer here. Number one, and this is exactly why I start with what I said, right? Because at the end of the day, an amazing offer, what does an amazing offer consist of? Number one, it consists of you, right? So like, and once again, I know that's not the answer you wanted to hear this second. I have more, there's more past the you here, right? You're like, come on, Justice, that's not it. But like, just think about it too for a second. That's why everything that I mentioned before is so crucial. The you, the personal side of it. That, and really the reason I'm sharing that as well, because your offer shouldn't be so bolded around who you're selling, right? If you're promoting maybe somebody else's offer, don't really hammer in on them, right? Don't hammer in on them. Maybe you sell a course, right? Maybe you're a course creator. Don't hammer in so hard on the course. What about you, right? How do you attach to it? And really the reason I'm bringing that up is it segues right into the next point there. I see I'm cracking someone up here. I love it. Right, so really it segues to the next point here, which is the support, right? Which is the support. I've said this before and talk about, since I keep bringing up the trilogy, I talked about in there 9 out of 10 times, the best part of your offer is going to be the support of it, right? What can you do to support them? And that's why that ties in so in sync to the personal, why it ties so much in to the you, right? Because with the you there, now what if I offer someone my support, I like to believe that they can see some value in it, right? Let's just say that you're somebody who's coming off the street, got no branding dialed in, got nothing else. You just walk up and say, hey, I'm going to help you out for a year to get you results. They're going to look at you and say, what the heck have you done? Like, I don't know you. Even though I don't know you, because once again, majority of you out there, you don't know me personally, but either way, you've seen content of mine throughout time and time again. For some of you, you've seen it for years, right? So it's like, just think about that. The person off the street, that support means nothing because there's nothing built up to that. And if you want, also, I'm going to just step on top of that there. I'm going to go ahead and not contradict myself, but I'm going to go ahead and give you a way that you can even stand above that. That's by going ahead and really delivering an amazing amount of value one-to-one with that prospect there before making the offer, right? Before making the offer. If you ask me, that's really when I was getting started. I really had my content game dialed in. For those of you who don't know, I was really struggling for a while when I was started. It was like for 3 months it took me to even get my first high ticket sale. And within that 3 months, I did get one high ticket sale, got refunded. But at the end of the day, what really happened, what I was doing, even while I was hustling, bustling, during that time, I remember during like the last 2 months of that month and a half there, I was getting on, I think it was 10 to 15 sales calls a week, all by myself, all while doing everything else, right? So that hustle mentality, I wanted it. No one could tell me I didn't want it. I'm sharing you this story now to show you what I was doing while creating those sales opportunities. What was I doing? I was trying to serve up an immense amount of value before I presented that offer. An immense amount of value before I presented that offer there, because I needed to make sure that when I presented something, for one, I already knew at that time, I already had a couple mentors I was going through at that point, right? I knew at that point I was going to offer my support. I knew at that time I was really focused on, if for those of you who know, I was deep into the affiliate marketing game. So I was focused primarily on my high ticket offers, right? So really, I needed to make sure that when I presented this thing to them, this high ticket offer, they could feel the value, right? They could feel the value. Let me know right now. Hit comment value right now if you understand what I'm saying there. Shoot, you can comment if you're getting value. If you understand that I'm saying you need to present the value. Let me know right now in the comments if you're feeling that. Hit the like and love button too if that's making sense right now, right? Really, I want that to hit home for you, because in reality, that was the whole strategy before I had, because this is something I hear all the time too. People say, Justice, you're you, man. Like, how I make an offer, it doesn't hit the same. You got all this content in your group, and you're this and you're that. You got funnels already built out. It's like, what was I doing before I had all that? Once again, you have 2 ways to present offers. One to many, one to one. When you are someone starting out and you don't got that much content in your back pocket, one to one is your bread and butter. That's what got me to where I, once again, after that 3 months of struggling, I ended up hitting my first 15K month straight after that. 2 months later, my first 30K month. And this all came from, this is why I said too, Tracy supported me on earlier. It's great to have you here, Tracy. I love it. She said it as well. This is why I want to get you in the playing field as fast as possible. Because I was sharpening those skills. So now by the time I hit a big payday, I now have results. And what happens when you get results? You add leverage. What happens when you have leverage? The snowball starts going, right? Like, luckily the winter is ending here in New England, but that snow starts compounding. That compound effect gets so immense. And that's really what I want to see you pushing for in your business. And the way that's going to really start to, once again, increase that closing percentage on the offers there as well, right? So that's where, once again, I want you to really just have that hit home. I'm seeing a ton of people saying value, value, value. I love it, love it, love it. Let's go right there, right? So like I mentioned, how we all started, best pieces of an amazing offer. I was gonna say the personality. You could say the personality, but really the personal, you, right? The support behind that. And at the end of the day, the reason that these two are so crucial is the third piece that really makes an amazing offer is the perceived value. The perceived value. And I want to tell you why I'm saying perceived value instead of value. Because I'm going to talk to you in a second what I kind of call secondary value, right? There's that secondary value side where in reality, it's cool. It's cool. Hey, you know, I got 50 scripts you can jump onto. I got these 20 frameworks you can use. I got this, I got that. I got 30 other of those. I just made a new ebook. It's the flyest thing out, right? These are once again, I'm smiling as I say this. Hopefully you're feeling the energy I'm trying to share with you right now as I'm saying these things. As I'm saying these things right now, right? Because what really is going to hit home for them is the perceived value and what's hitting immensely, right? What is really going to get them moving? And what's really going to get them moving is when they believe, like I said, what the most important things that I started off this live with that's going to move the needle for you in your business. It's going to be number one, someone believes that you're an expert. Number two, they can tell that you're sharp as a tack. Number three, you're enthusiastic. You're ready. You're someone who they believe can help get them to the next level there, right? That's the kind of person they want support from. That's the kind of person they want support from. So these are things that it's tough to put a dollar value on. But what's that perceived value based off of your brand, based off of you, based off of the value that you're giving them maybe before you make that offer there? This is what you want to increase, that perceived value, right? Really giving that up so that you're giving direct value via your content, via conversations, whatever it may be. And now all of a sudden when you offer that support, the perceived value goes through the roof. Right, I'm seeing a lot of this. I've seen people jumping on us live too later on. I love it. Tracy says, "Boom, so good." Edwin, let me see. Edwin, great to see you on here, my man. Too. Come on, I love it. People want to know what's in it for them and how you're going to help them. Come on now. At the end of the day, I love that. I wish I could highlight on my screen right now what Edwin just said there. The last three words of what he just said in there. His comments. I see someone else liked it, so I can tell you guys are following along. People want results. Point blank, period. No ifs, ands, or buts around it. People want results. At the end of the day, if they believe you can help get them there, that's going to be huge, right? So now past that, it doesn't matter what niche you're in. People want results, period, right? So whether you're in the health niche, you're in the personal, you're in the mindset, you're a mindset coach, you're someone who's in the financial space. They want the person that you're serving to, maybe looking to serve, they want to get out of debt, right? That's all that matters to them. Can you help them get there? Fitness space. They want to lose 30 pounds. Do you have something that can help them get there? Between you, your course, your things, like once again, your secondary value. I don't even want to speak on the, I was going to talk about secondary value a bit more, but I hope you guys can tell what I feel about it, right? It's like those are the things where it's more so assets, different assets, resources, frameworks, different things like that that will help them. But that's not going to move the needle for you. And here's another big thing as well. There's two more big things as well. I want to, you guys know me, I can go off and just keep going. I want to just keep on dropping these bombs for you here if I can. The second piece as well here too. There was two more. There was this, one of the two is kind of something that just came to my mind here. I want to make sure I remember. It's slipping my mind at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you the first one because that's still a major piece as well. I was just talking to a client of mine as well about this on Tuesday. And we came back and we had another, was this Tuesday? This was last Thursday and we talked about it again yesterday. It really, how important and crucial this is that so many people sleep on it, is your pricing strategy. Your pricing strategy can play such a phenomenal role in your offer that so many people want to just, go ahead and not even think about it. And what do I mean by pricing strategies? Right now, 90%, I want to say 99, but once again, someone once told me that 89% of all statistics are made up on the spot. I kind of feel like that right now at the moment here. All right, so let's just say 90% of people are telling people, all right, they give their offer, whatever the case is. They say, all right, the price is $1,000, and they leave it there. They leave it there right now, right? If you think about, if you go ahead and you just leave it like that, in my eyes, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing yourself a disservice because there's no strategy behind that. That's just a number. You're coming off as the same as everybody else. You're not coming off unique. It's just like blah, right? And now all of a sudden too, all that brand authority you're building up ahead of time now doesn't feel as, it just feels kind of like you just flopped it a little bit, right? Maybe you got them to the point where they're interested in the offer, but you said the price and it's like, right? Who wants to be feeling, before they pay $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. No one wants to be feeling that. No one is going to buy if they are feeling that. So once again, just think about little ways that you can get ninja on your pricing strategy. Get creative on your pricing strategy to really help yourself jump off there on that side, right? That's a little ninja thing I wanted to show you on the pricing strategy there. And obviously I'm happy to answer questions too, but that's a powerful piece as well. For me, I remember this was, I think it was maybe July last year. We rolled out this new pricing strategy and it bumped like hotcakes after, I'm telling you. And then all of a sudden too, you start seeing other people start doing it more and more. It's like, that's how you know you're onto something as well, right? But really, just trying to have something that's different. At the end of the day, if I can give you one homework assignment here, it's get rid of your $1,000 offer, and it's just this one price. That's it. I'm not telling you need multiple options for your pricing. I'm just telling you that you need to get a little more creative with how you make your offers and how you price your offers, how you allow someone to come into your world, how you allow someone to buy into your services. Get creative on that, right? Get creative on that. Get clever, be clear, and don't leave them confused. All right. Like I said, I wish there was something else. Another last one there that came to my mind too. I'll see if it pops up again later for you guys. But I hope this is hitting home for you guys right now. Hit that like and love button. I can see the values already rolling through. Let me know in the comments if this is all making sense. And as well, let me know in the comments now, really right here. Like I think first and foremost, let's leave with the comments, because just on the value side, if this is making sense and hitting home, because I really want to elaborate deeper. But like I mentioned too, you guys can tell, I can go off right now on this topic. I want to make sure I can answer some questions as well. So I want to go ahead and make sure we go ahead and settle you guys on some Q&As there. Before we get to that, like I said, I want to make sure too, we take a time out to give you guys the invitation as well. In case you guys are having any kind of trouble with really dropping knowledge on your own offers, dialing your own strategies in, getting your lead generation to make offers, understanding how to take this to the next level and really stand out in your business, we're helping coaches, service providers, affiliates, anyone in that high ticket realm, building up these wildly profitable businesses on Facebook, right? I know there's a couple people in right here right now. I know Tracy, shout out to her, she's in here. We got a couple other people right now. There's a bunch of you on right now, which I love. It's great to see you guys here. We're helping these folks out every single day, 7 days a week, understanding how to maximize the profits in their business and really dial it in, right? So for you guys out there who really want to go ahead and work with us directly, or at least see what we got, reach out and see if it's a good fit, feel free to go ahead and comment max offer, and we'll go ahead and talk to you and really kind of just reach out and see if it's a good fit, right? We'll go ahead, it'll either be myself or my group specialist. Make sure we can understand what you got going on, build a game plan if it makes sense, see what we can do to help you out, right? For myself, we focus heavily on Facebook, and for me, that's really changed and transformed how I've been able to scale my business. I talked to you guys a little bit about, from a dollar perspective, how my revenue really drastically shifted from 0 to that first 15, and obviously multiple six figures and beyond there. So absolutely go ahead, whether it's on the replay or the live, feel free to drop that, and we'll circle back and make sure it's a good fit, right? So feel free to comment max offers, and we'll get you hooked up there. So I want to go ahead now and open this up to any questions you guys have, and make sure we get you covered here. I see Stella said, made it just in time. Come on now, made it for the Q&A, right? I want to go ahead and make sure now that I can open up the floor here, because I could keep going on and on. I don't want to just, I'm sure maybe you guys probably wouldn't mind if I kept going on now, but either way, let's open up here some questions, answers. Let me know what you guys have questions on when it comes to creating offers, what you are struggling with when it comes to creating offers. If you have an offer you want me to review, if you have a certain piece you need help on, let me know now. Otherwise, obviously, I'm happy to just provide you guys with the value that we just had, and we can call it a day there. Tomorrow's my birthday, so at the end of the day, I'm about to continue the celebrations on that side. So hey, if we want to cut this short, I'm not mad at you. But at the same time, I'm here for you. I want to make sure we get you dialed in. For those of you who jumped on late, obviously you can probably see, as you see the comments later, we had some serious deep dives around the offers, and really a lot of things even before you present the offer that's causing you to just let it flop, and flop. All right. So I want to go ahead and make sure we leave that open. Let me know what kind of questions you guys have here. I can wait here for a little longer. I don't mind waiting a little bit longer just to make sure there's nothing. And really, the way that I see it, if you guys don't have much questions right now, sounds like you guys, this is all super clear what I was saying. So that's what I'd love to see there. Come on now. Oh, my man Edwin said happy birthday. Thank you, brother, man. Or happy early birthday. Appreciate that there, man. Time's coming. Shoot, man, 32. I can't believe how fast it's coming over here. I feel like I'm still 30. I feel like after, I guess like everybody says, you stop keeping count after a while. But Feels good, feel healthy, feel blessed. I got 2 beautiful girls, a lovely wife. I'm a lucky man. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate the love there. Stella hopped on. You made it here late, but you got to show me some B-Day love. I appreciate it there. Appreciate you guys, seriously. I don't see any questions on the Q&A part, so I'm not, like I said, I'm glad this was really down to the point. Let me know, let me know one last time if you guys got some value. Drop a comment, knowledge down below. Drop just anything from me. Let me just make sure that this was helpful for you today. We do these every single Wednesday, right? As you can see, this is my birthday week. I'm still jumping on here. That doesn't change anything. Let me know right now. This is, like I said, just great to see you guys here. I want to make sure that we can keep you guys with the top-notch knowledge as always. You can probably see that even in the past year, there's just been so many that we drop on you. So I want to go ahead and make sure that we just get you guys covered there. So all of a sudden, I see my man Manny's dropping a question on me here too. Let's go ahead and answer that real quick as well. And then if there's no other ones, we can cut it after that. So May's saying, when it comes to pricing, how do you know what pricing to offer? That's a great question there, man. I love that there. I love that. I'm going to give you a couple. I always like to answer with scenarios, honestly. Excuse me, not scenarios, real life experience. So I'm going to go ahead and hit you on that one there. Stella said, I'll have to watch the replay and send questions. Definitely. Feel free to do that after the fact. Always happy to come back and help you guys on that side there too. I love that you guys are hitting that like and love button there, showing the love. I appreciate that. I'm seeing all of a sudden some questions are coming in. You guys are trying to keep me here a little later. I'm not mad at it. Come on. We're here. The time is now. Let's take advantage. So I see Manny's first. I'm going to start there. So Manny said, when it comes to pricing, how do you know what pricing to offer? So like I said, I like to go ahead and talk about experience on my side. And also there's something before I even get into that. There's something called really finding that sweet spot of a price. That maybe it's not something called, but that's why I strongly believe that there is a sweet spot for every offer out there, right? There is a point where you can go ahead and be presenting an offer and its value the cost just doesn't make sense to what you're offering. And then there's obviously the other side, but this is what I want you to lean on for myself. Like I said, when it comes to me, I like to give experience. So for myself, I tell people all the time, when I first got started, in that I gave you guys a real life experience in my first 3 months. Even though I didn't have any high ticket sales in the first 3 months, that third month of it, before I started, as you guys know, that fourth month really was a boom for me. That third month, I did make about 5 $100 sales there. And what was that $100 sale? To be honest with you, it was basically almost exactly, since it was an affiliate side, it was practically exactly what I was offering on the higher ticket offers that I was selling, but it just didn't come with the complete course. But as far as my support, I gave people basically extremely in-depth support for $100. For $100. And the reason I tell you that is because after that, the following month, I stopped doing that. And I really stopped doing that after I hit that first high ticket sale. I was like, all right, forget these $100. Like, here we are, mama, we made it, right? But at the end of the day, I tell this to people. I feel like I just told some clients yesterday. I really strongly believe that was a very, very beneficial test for me to go ahead and make those offers at such a low price point. Just for number one, I always say this too. You want to ring that cash bell, right? You want to ring that cash register up. So even if you have to lower your cost in the beginning to make that happen, I'm okay with that, because now you go ahead and number one, you're getting experience. Right? For me, I always wanted to get in the coaching space, so I always knew I was going to go ahead and build that up. And really for me, I got to get really hands-on experience as someone who didn't pay me much for it. So it just gave me the opportunity to really test my skills on that side and dial that in, so that now by the time I raise my prices, the confidence comes up. Some of the biggest reasons that people are afraid to raise their prices is confidence. And I believe that one of the ways that you can do that is really start low and raise higher. Right? So that's one really, like I said, I want to give you a specific example of what I had done in the past. So that's what I would say. Start lower and then work your way up. And so really kind of, I'm just going to say, quote unquote, undervalue yourself, I guess, to call it an ugly word, and then raise from there. That's really how I would say. So even whatever that number looks like to you, maybe, and there's nothing wrong with starting higher. Maybe to you, undervaluing yourself is $1,000. But for myself, that's really what I was doing. I was selling something for $2,500 consistently over 3 months. I just was not getting one to bite. So what do? Just really lean in on that, and that's it? You get creative. You mix things up. You start creating offers. Come on, I was at least already starting to sharpen the offer skills back then, right? You start to think about different offers that you can serve people with that maybe isn't exactly that high ticket, knock it out the park offer that you're thinking of. And then you can work your way up, build that confidence, get some testimonials, right? That's another thing too. I don't always say this, but even if you want to work with someone for free to get a great testimonial out of them, now all of a sudden there's that much more worth it because you have a testimonial that's going to lead to bigger sales down the line. Because now there's proof that you're helping others, right? As opposed to just going through and waiting until you get that first 5K sale and you're busting your butt to do it. But at the end of the day, you're struggling to get it. So what do? Just never make any money, never make any sales, never impact anybody else's life? No. You take a step back, downsell, make another offer that can still serve them. Maybe it's just to give them the entire package, but you still ring that cash register, get those sales going, get that credibility going, and take it from there. So I hope that answers that question there, Manny. Great question. It's one that a lot of people ask a lot. So I'm really glad that you brought that up there, man. It's awesome. I'm seeing this too. James said, happy birthday. Appreciate the love there, man, and value. I love it. So I do RTT. You're going to have to break down that acronym for me over there, Stella. I can't say I know what RTT is there. Let me know what that is. Is that some kind of network marketing piece? Let me know on that there just so I can clarify. I see a couple other questions, so I'll give you some time to follow that up if that is a question or not. I'm not positive. But either way, I'm interested to know. Maybe everyone else is. What is RTT? So Angie says, since you started, have you changed the product that you are promoting? Great question. I love that there. I love that. Excuse me, got a little tickle in my throat. So to answer that question, absolutely, yeah. The blunt answer is yes, 100% yes. And hopefully you can kind of even tell based off of my answer to Manny there. Absolutely, I also believe too, and this is kind of where this answers the question in a little different way, because technically I always believe you want to have more than one offer, but not a bunch of offers. I like to have like 2 offers, really a high ticket, a low ticket at the bare minimum. Now, once you start to grow, build your offer arsenal, you'll have maybe a few more than that. But just have some that serves people at different price points. So to myself, I'm like to answer your question in this way, I'm going to consider that I've always had 2 solid offers when I was first starting. So now to answer your question, have I changed that product that I start promoting down the line? And so the straightforward answer is yes. Yes, that is true. But my core offer, even like the OGC intensive that we work with people every day on, right? For that one, that's been the bread and butter offer here going on for that. We rolled that out in January last year. And that has really been our core offer for since then. So what I have done is I have created other side offers, right? Other offers that are not at that price level, do not offer that same kind of value to somebody, don't offer the hands-on experience, but it gives them a taste, right? I've got a boot camp that's around it's a mid-ticket offer, right? It's around the $800 to $1,000 range. I've done a masterclass before, my 3Cs masterclass. That's right around the $9,700 range, right? I've created these things that have come down the line later, but these have not distracted me from the core offer, right? And that's my personal response on that. But technically, when I rolled that offer out, that is something else here that I always say this to my clients as well. Your offer, and I'm sharing this with you as well here today too. And let me pull back the curtain just a little bit here, right? Is really your offer to me is a forever evolving offer. Your offer will never stay the same. The OGC intensive, as I know it today, compared to, like I said, we rolled it out. It's March 30th. It's about 15 months ago, we rolled out the OGC intensive, and the offer is nothing like what it is now. So that's the beauty of it as well. So in my eyes, it's kind of like you could say, have I changed the product I'm promoting? To a certain degree, yes, because I feel like the specifics and how much it's grown has changed. And that's just one way you can think about it as well. For your offer right now, whatever niche you're in, whatever you're serving, how is your offer developed over time? Picture your offer when you were promoting it in 2021. If you're promoting the same offer, how does it look now? If you're still promoting the exact same thing in the exact same way with nothing else, no fresh slap of paint on it, nothing like that, you may be having offer fatigue there, which I believe is very true. You have to understand how to continuously develop your offer. Sometimes you're making the same offer out to your audience that they get, like I said, the offer fatigue kicks in. They get sick, and all of a sudden your sales numbers start to go lower and lower, and maybe those higher revenue months you were having before all of a sudden start dropping. So how do you keep it fresh on that side? So that's what I would say there to really, hopefully that's my long-winded answer. I hope it hits that answer for you there, Angie, on multiple levels on that side. Like I said, so the blunt answer is yes, but in reality, I don't believe that you need a multitude of offers. You need to switch your offers constantly. It's more so switch your offer continuously. that forever evolving offer. So I hope that helps there, Angie. Great question. I love it. I love it here. I don't think I've seen your name doesn't ring a bell. Let me know if this is your first live here too on Wednesday. It's great to see you there too. Same thing for you, Stella. I don't think I've seen you here as well. Great to see you. I see Mark dropped off one as well. Let me see. We got Mark here. You hold your offer back in the Facebook cover, helping X with Y by helping X with Y by question mark. Is this an answer? Are you let me know, Mark. You might have to clarify for me too, my man. Is that an answer you're giving here that you're trying to help somebody with, or are you asking me a question? I see a question mark, so I'm thinking it's a question. You're saying you hold your offer back in the Facebook cover, helping X with Y by. So here's even, I mean, I'm just going to take that in the direction that I kind of see that question being directed. So I'm going to give you some value around this, take it or leave it, right? Hopefully this helps everybody else too. So in the Facebook side of things, what Mark is also referring to is on your Facebook profile, you can have a Facebook cover, right? Cover photo. Your Facebook group, you can have a cover photo. Shoot, on your YouTube channel, you have a banner, right? On whatever cover photo you have, whatever platform it's on, a lot of people like to have some kind of like a mission statement on there. Something that says how, like Mark is saying, helping X with Y by something, right? Helping serve people through this framework, through doing this. My mentality has always been, and I did this with, honestly, you guys can always go back, this probably was like maybe a month or two ago, maybe more like 2 months ago at this point. Helping people, I did a live content Q&A, breaking down people's branding and their content to help them out. And with that, I really was telling people, I prefer the side of vague personally. I don't want to really get too deep in my cover photo, in my banner, on exactly how I'm helping people. I want to leave that mystery, and I want to leave it so that they know that I want them to see that and know that there's value on this page. And for me to do that, I don't have to tell them exactly how we help people, right? That doesn't have to happen for people to understand that there's value inside your page, on your platform, where you're serving people with your branding. But we want to understand that we can really get our point across, that there is value to be seen here. So that's more important to me, and that's why I like to keep it vague, so that it leaves the mind open to see multiple different avenues. Sometimes people say, I help people grow their business with Facebook ads. And that's like, I help agency owners build their business with improving their Facebook ad strategy. That's kind of what Mark is saying with the Helio. I help X with Y, right? So with that being said, I wouldn't want to come out the gates with that personally. I'd rather keep it a bit vaguer, get them in the door, have them start to look at more content, really see how I'm helping people, because that one sentence, that doesn't sum up enough about me. In my eyes, I'm a complex man, right? I'm a complex man with a complex business and a complex way of helping people that can make them get crazy results, right? So in my eyes, I don't think one line can solve it. So that's why for me, I don't want to slap that one line there personally and have that. I want them to come into the front door, understand all that I have going on. And then, like I said, now when there's a one-to-many offer being presented or a one-to-one offer, just like we talked about earlier in today's live, there's different ways it's going to hit them in a lot stronger. Hit the heartstrings of them, because now the content has already pre-sold them that much more there, right? That's a big reason, to be honest, if I'm being blunt, why I don't go so all in on putting that one line on my cover photo or just saying, oh, this is exactly how I help people out the gates. Because I want them to see all that we have here, right? I don't want them to put me in a box, because there's so many other ways we can help people, and I want them to know that. So once again, Mark, I don't know if that answers your question. Maybe you're looking for whatever. Maybe you're trying to answer somebody there. My man, you already know I love having you here. So either way, I'm glad you brought it up, because it's a learning lesson for everybody. So thank you for dropping that comment, brother. Hope all is good out by your way. Let me see. I see Stella's over here saying, my ultimate goal is to make $5K a week. Love that goal. There are therapists who charge thousands for a session. I like to get a $500 a session to help 10 clients a week. There we go. Come on, easy math on that side. So Stella, let me know now. How you plan on making that happen? Are you getting leads in your business consistently to make that happen? Are you focusing just on your existing clientele, or do you have a strategy dialed in where you're trying to bring in new clients every single day? Right? I'm curious to see how you feel about that there. Thanks for sharing the goal. I haven't looked at your next comment. I see your name. Maybe you go ahead and elaborate for us there. If I start, okay, gotcha. And thank you for actually elaborating that there for me too, because I know you mentioned RTT. So now that helps give me a lot more of a better understanding there. So, okay, if I start at a couple hundred a session and work up, I've been doing sessions for testimonials, and my clients are saying they are almost forgetting the problems that they brought to me, which is fantastic. Absolutely. Get people, the fact that you have, and when you're saying I've been doing sessions for testimonials, I hope that you've gotten some testimonials. Some of these people are saying that. If not, get those now. Get those now. Reach out. And what kind of testimonials are you getting? Are you getting just like, written word testimonials, or you're getting video testimonials? If I was you, I'd make sure to get video testimonials if possible. I understand not everyone's going to be open to that, especially in your niche. Maybe a little bit more privacy issue, but at the very least, you want to make sure you're getting those written down. Great stuff for your content. Great stuff for your content, to say at least. Build that brand up, right? Get somebody indoctrinated to your world with a success story right off the bat, right? That's why, once again, I don't need back to the point I made earlier, I don't need people to see exactly how I help people. Let me just go ahead and tell you a little bit of vagueness about me. Look at my content. You're going to see how I help people, right? You're going to see it in full detail if you're willing to go ahead and check it out. If I've gotten you to believe in that someone that can help you based off the vagueness I've shown off the bat. So I love that on that side. Cool. So even though it seems to be taking forever, it's law of germination. I think that also, yeah, even with the germination side, I think that's still what's your sales process looking like? What are you doing to drum up new business? I just say that because I know a lot of people can be so focused in on their existing audience, which is, once again, the fact that if that is you out there, that is crucial and critical. So I love the fact that you're thinking that. But what are you doing the other side? I always teach people in my business, my life, I picture 8 critical areas of my life. And only 2 of those areas revolve I can't even say that word. Revolve around business. Number 1, sales. Number 2, marketing, right? Sales, follow-up, marketing, getting new leads. As long as I'm focusing on that, I know I'm moving the needle forward in my business for that day. Income producing activities, right? If I'm focused on that, that's getting the needle moving forward there. So what's your sales process looking like behind that there? That's a question for Stella, or really just everyone. And it could be a rhetorical question. I just want that to hit home. Feel free to let me know, obviously, as well, if you want some feedback. Rapid transformational therapy. I love that there, Stella. I love to talk in detail about that too. It's hypno. Manny said, thank you. Love it there, man. Come on. You already know I'm here for you, brother. Mark, great to see you here too. I love my OGC fam. I love it here. Stella, it's hypnotherapy coupled with elements, traditional therapy. Awesome. On average, it takes 11 years for a person to seek mental health services. Ooh, I love that. And oh man, that's really, I'm just reading this line here. On average, it takes 11 years for a person to seek mental health services. And I want to shatter that stigma. To me, when I see that to me is almost like the vagueness as well. Kind of what I'm getting at, where it's a powerful vagueness. It's like, if I was to see that, it's like, man, that hits me hard. You haven't even told me how you help people, how you want to shatter it. But to me, I don't know, there's something about that. Maybe it's you, maybe to someone's vague, maybe to someone's not. But I really love that. I love it that if your content spoke to that and getting that message out to the masses, that's a powerful piece right there. Just developing that message, and how can you actually get that, manufacture that into more content. Once you can dial that in, that's gonna be powerful for your business right there. Thanks for sharing that there too, Stella. Appreciate you sharing that details with us here. Angie, first live. I thought so. Great to have you here, Angie. I love it. Stella, great to have you here. Mark, sorry, unclear, but you answered as vague. A result, but not exactly. Hey, there we go. Perfect. That's what I love to hear, man. I'm glad that we helped on that side. Stella said, not a clue. Written and video. Good. Oh, the fact that you have video is awesome. You said, I don't have a real system, just posting, really. Trying to give a little drops of value, a little help, a little lift. Yeah, I would want to see absolutely get clear on that. That's a powerful piece. That's a powerful piece right there. Once you, when you have uncertainty around that area, it's going to be hard to really see yourself hitting that 5K per week consistently there. You have to get clear and really dial in. And if you want to see yourself hit that in reality, you want to be hitting beyond that once you get in. A 5K a week, that just means you're in a 20K month. And you can get a lot more than 20K a month if you're trying to really dial this in for yourself. So really just keep that in mind there. I want to see you dial that in, of course, on that side. Definitely feel free to go back in this video. I probably will. There'll be some things that can help you on that end too. But thanks for sharing once again. I see Stella Carter just asked a question. Was curious. Okay, good. Yep. Hopefully that answered that piece. I know she said the 5K week part. I don't know if there was a question inside of there. Let me make sure. Thanks for bringing that up there, James. I'll make sure I didn't skip that if there was a question. My ultimate goal is 5 weeks. Okay, yeah. So I think I answered that there. Let me know if there's anything else on that one. James, my pleasure, man. Absolutely happy to share on that side. Come on now. I love that you guys threw out some last minute questions here. I'll go ahead and wait another minute here, make sure there's nothing else. But really, just as I mentioned here, when it comes to the offer, I hope that what you got from this today is there's obviously so much within an offer itself that you can do, making the value stack pop, really showing people how much perceived value there is, how you can blow that up there with the numbers and make it really hit their heartstrings with your offer. But just thinking about as well what happens before that offer, right? Even just like Stella kind of was talking about there too. Thanks for, I'm just using it as an example here. Appreciate you sharing those details with us. What does it look like within your content that you're dropping, right? What kind of value are you dropping? What kind of quality? What kind of brand are they seeing when they see you? And really, what are you just winging it? And I'm not asking this question to Stella. I'm asking this to everybody in the room right now. Everyone watching the replay, whoever is listening to this as we speak. What are you making people feel before they even see the offer there? That's really what I want you to hit home on and get clear on that there. That's why we dial in so much on the avatar, right? That's why one of our pillars is discover your six-figure avatar, right? It's so crucial on that side. And then past that, your supreme content messaging. I think I told you guys that today was really focused on the second and third pillar, the supreme content messaging and the simplified conversion formula. I think throughout this, you're really realizing that all three are hitting heavily on this totally here. So that's really want to make sure that we just get that point across for you. It would be enough to care for myself, my family, and support ministries and charities. I love that. And I love the fact that you're looking to make an impact beyond this, right? Beyond just yourself, beyond your wallet. Because when you can do that and really just jump in and impact others, and especially even your family, that's such a powerful why that hits me heavily. I talked about having my wife and my 2 kids in the room right now. It's just so powerful. So thanks for once again, Stella, for your first live. Appreciate you sharing that with us and getting vulnerable here with us today. Mark said, highly engaged justice hit a raw nerve. Come on now. I want to hit those nerves. I want to make sure that people are, I want us to, if we can't get real with ourselves, how are we going to get real with our business, right? Let's get past, I think I told you guys earlier today, I hate surface level. Let's go ahead and get down to the meat and potatoes, like I said earlier. I want to make sure I hit you guys with the realness. So with that being said, I'm glad. Hopefully you appreciate that there, Mark. And I know that you show up consistently these lives too. So I already know you do, my man. I love it. I've seen this as well. Stella said I have a ton to learn. I just want to say thank you. I need your expertise. Come on now, Stella. Go ahead there. You'll probably see earlier in this, I said people can absolutely drop a comment offer max. And I'll go ahead and make sure that we get you hooked up. We can have a conversation, see what we can do to help you on that side there. James says, awesome. Sounds great. Stella, wish you the best. Come on. This is why I bring this community together here. James, James shows up to a bunch of these lives too. It's great to see you again here, man. That's why this is here, right? We're here for the community. We're here to build people up, lift people up here. Get this moving. Boom. Shake the walls of the paradigm. Come on now. I love it there, Stella. Let's go ahead and take it to the next level here. So with that being said, I think, we're going up on an hour right now. Let me go ahead and wrap this sucker up. Really appreciate you guys being here. One last time, comment the values for you guys sticking around here. I love the people who are sticking around from the beginning to end. Hit the like and the love button. We can make sure everybody else in the community is seeing this. Appreciate you guys being here, and I will see you as always next Wednesday for our weekly Wednesday live streams. All right, enjoy the rest of your day. Appreciate the birthday love as always before. And I will talk to you guys soon. Take care, everybody. Hey, thanks for watching this video all the way through. Make sure you go ahead and like this if you got a ton of value from which I hope you did. Subscribe to the channel and absolutely go ahead and join us in our original chapters community. Links right down there in the description. And as always, you are designed to become who you choose to be. I'll see you later.